Good morning, children. Welcome to today's session. Children, in the last class, we tried to understand about the three agricultural seasons in India. We named them as Rabi, Kharif, and Zaid. Rabi is a winter, Kharif is a monsoon season, and Zaid is summer season. And what kind of crops are generally grown in these seasons also we tried to understand. Yesterday, we tried to understand about paddy and wheat. It's a production in which states of India they produce abundantly, and in which climatic conditions they grow well, and how they cover as a staple crop of India. Today, let us see the third important crop called as maize. Okay, maize is used both as a fodder as well as a food. You know what is a fodder? The food for animals, which is given as a food for animals, is called as a fodder, taudu. So maize, butta, हम खाते नहीं अभी ये season में. So that maize is a third important food crop in India. It is a kharif crop generally. Kharif is nothing but the present. Now we are in the month of August. It is a kharif crop. So it requires a temperature between 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius and grows well on older alluvium soils. You have seen that a paddy is well grown between the temperatures above 25 degrees Celsius and rainfall above 100 centimeters. Whereas wheat is grown between 50 to 75 centimeters of rainfall, and there should be some cold conditions in order to grow the wheat. And whereas coming to the maize, it requires above 21 to 27 degrees Celsius of temperature, and it grows well in the alluvium soils. In some states like Bihar, maize is also grown as a rabi crop. Okay, but in most parts of India, maize is a kharif crop, and especially in South India, it is a kharif crop. Whereas in Bihar, it is grown even in the rabi season. So use of modern inputs such as HYV seeds. You know, children, what are HYV seeds? HYV. It's a very important term, children. Please remember. HYV means high yielding variety seeds. These seeds were introduced in order to increase the production of these crops, and better fertilizers and irrigational facilities have contributed in increasing the production of maize. The major maize producing states in the country are Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana and Madhya Pradesh. These are the major maize producing states in the country. Coming to the millets, you know what are the millets, children? Millets mean millets, bajra, jawar, ragi. These are called as millets. So they are also known as coarse grains. Coarse grains means they are supplemented to the food. Paddy we are eating today, but in the olden days, paddy was not eaten, but they used to get more nutritious energy from the eating of jawar, bajra and ragi. So these are the important millets grown in India, which has a very great nutritional value. For example, ragi is very rich in iron, which is required for calcium and other micronutrients, and it is a rain-fed crop mostly because they depend upon the rainfall for the growth. And with respect to the area and production, jawar is the third most important food crop in India, and it is a rain-fed crop mostly grown in the moist areas which hardly needs irrigation. That means with less rainfall also jawar can be grown, and this is mostly grown in the sandy soils, and it has very high nutritional value. Maharashtra is one of the leading producer of jawar. Maharashtra is a leading producer of jawar, followed by Karnataka, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. Bajra grows well on sandy soils as well as on shallow black soils. That means very little depth, shallow. Deeper, shallow. That means very little depth black soils also this bajra can be grown. And Rajasthan is one of the largest producer of bajra, followed by Uttar Pradesh. Jawar, Maharashtra is the leading producer. Bajra, whereas Rajasthan is the leading producer of bajra, and followed by Maharashtra, Gujarat, Haryana. Whereas ragi is a crop of dry region where there is no rainfall. People generally cultivate ragi. So ragi is considered to be well grown on red soil, black soil, and even on sandy, loomy soils, shallow black soils. Karnataka is one of the leading producer of ragi in the country, followed by Tamil Nadu. And ragi is very good in iron, so most of the people consume ragi juice in order to be in order to receive more nutritional value and improve their immunity power. Coming to the pulses, children, India is one of the largest producer and consumer of the pulses. We produce as well as we consume also pulses, isn't it? Dal. Pulses are nothing but dals. So the main source of protein in the vegetarian diet is through the pulses only. And major pulses that are grown in India are red gram, green gram, and masoor, peas and Bengal gram. Pulses need less moisture, whereas in Rabi season you find most of the moisture, and that which helps in the ripening of the wheat. But whereas pulses growth requires less moisture, and they survive even in dry conditions also. So the areas which receive very less rainfall, in those regions these pulses are grown. Being a leguminous crops, all the crops except arhar, okay, they help in restoring the soil fertility, because with the cultivation of the pulses the fertility of the soil increases. If you go in a year 1 or the 2 crops with the pulses, so the fertility of the soil increases. They are mostly grown on the rotational basis with other crops. Major pulse producing states in the country are Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Maharashtra and Karnataka. These are the major pulses producing states in the country. In tomorrow's class, children, we shall see about the non-food crops like sugarcane, oil seeds, groundnut, and even about the tea and coffee and